friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I just wanted to come on here really quick and start this vlog. I am running a little bit late, so I won't be talking too much, but I did want to give you a quick insight on my plans for the rest of the week and really the rest of the month, and start my what is the next month? April TBR this week as well. So I am currently in the middle of one book that is on my TBR, and then I have three other books that I have not read yet. One of them I'm not sure if I'll get to, but the other two I'm really hoping to finish before the end of the month, because that will complete my full blackout for the Spring Into Reading-a-thon bingo board. So the book I'm currently reading is Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. I am currently 413 pages into this. I'm well over halfway. Not well over, I'm just a little over halfway. And I'm really enjoying my read of this. I'm very scared for these last, 300 pages and what they're going to do to my mental sanity, but I'm excited nonetheless. It's always scary to end off a series like this, such a big, chunky, epic adult fantasy as well. So I'm a little terrified of what Fonda Lee's going to do to my heart, but I'm very intrigued on how she's going to end the series. A lot of time has passed between the start of the series and now, so I'm a little nervous, okay? And then the book that I would really love to read, because it's fitting in for one of the last prompts I have on the Spring Into Reading-a-thon bingo board, which is the reading a retelling, is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This is a reread for me. I definitely want to move on to book 2, but I would like to reread book 1 because I don't remember a lot of the details, so that is my goal. It is rather chunky. It's 490 something pages, so it's a chunky one, but I definitely do want to read it. And then if I can get to Flock by Kate Stewart, that is going in for the wet t-shirt contest prompt for Spring Into Reading-a-thon, and that'll be the last book that I need to complete my full blackout board. And then if I have time, which I don't think that I will, I want to start and read Amari and the Night Brothers. It's the last book on my bingo TBR, not including my TBR jar pull. So if I could read that one, great. I don't think I'm going to have time for it though, which is unfortunate. And then I didn't mention, but Jade Legacy is in for the prompt Friendship Bracelet to buddy read a book, because I'm buddy reading this with Karina. And then the Intimidating book on your TBR. So I will pop my bingo board up on the screen about how well I'm doing at this point. Things are going really well. I only have, I think, 4 spots left and I can get a full blackout. So I'm looking forward to hopefully finishing it. I'll be really sad if I don't get that last freaking spot on the board, because I've been pushing so hard for it. So that is my current reading plans. And then on Saturday is the start of April. So I do have my April TBR right here. I will be starting on hopefully some of the smaller books to get me on a good pace for the beginning of the month. Hopefully I can read all of the books that are on my TBR. That video should be going out today as I'm filming this, so I will leave it in the cards above or in the description box below if you want to go check it out. But that is the end of this intro. Hopefully this is a fun and exciting vlog. I don't know what our plans are for this weekend, so I don't exactly know what kind of fun stuff I'll be including in this video, but hopefully you'll enjoy it nonetheless. So I will talk to you guys when I get home and give you an update on Jade Legacy. Hello friends, it is still Tuesday. I changed my shirt because I filmed a video, but just wanted to come on here and give you an update on my reading. I am still reading Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee, and I am now on page 259. I have about 150 pages left of this. I don't think I'm going to finish it tonight, which is a bummer because I really wanted to finish it today. But that being said, I did make progress on another book, so I'm feeling a little bit more accomplished. So I did start Flock today, and I have about an hour and 30 minutes left of the audiobook of that, so I definitely will finish it up by tomorrow. I'm hoping to finish both of these by tomorrow. If I listen to this one to and from work, and then during my lunch, I should be able to finish this one just fine. And then if I listen to Flock while I'm at work, because it's a reread, and I can do that, I should be able to get them both done. And then hopefully I can start Legendborn and finish it up before the month is over. The last day of the month is on Friday. It's Tuesday. That gives me like 2.5 days to read Legendborn. And yeah, it's a chunky book, but I feel like I can do it since it's also a reread. So yeah, that's my plan. Just wanted to give you an update. Something very sad has just happened in this book and it made me cry, and I will never forget her. I will never forget her. I will never forgive her. Like, I don't know why she's trying to physically hurt my soul, but 'tis life. So I'm gonna finish this, but I'm terrified. Even more terrified than I was when I started. So yep, here we are. Alas. So when I come back tomorrow, I will tell you that I finished Jade Legacy, because that is my biggest goal for today. and tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. You know what I mean. I'm gonna drink some water, do all my nightly stuff that I have to do before I go to bed, which is a lot, and then hit the hay. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. It's been a few days since I talked to you last, and I figured it would be about time to come on and give you an update since I have finished 3 books and haven't talked to you about any of my feelings on them. So the first book that I finished this week was Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. I am still reeling about this book. I think about it pretty much every day since I read it, and I just love how everything played out. There are some things that really, really, truly broke my heart, and things I was not ready for, but I knew was coming, but I just didn't want it to happen. I was hoping that Fonda Lee would maybe, just maybe, change her mind, but alas, that's not what happened. But I still loved this book so much. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The entire trilogy is something that I'm definitely going to be thinking about for a long time. The first book was something that I wasn't really sure if I was going to love the rest of the series after reading the first book, but once you get to the end and you are so connected and really enthralled by these characters, you just can't help but root for them and love them and want the best for them. And I'm just so happy with the fact that I read this book, but still a little heartbroken with how it ended. So I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. The next book that I started and finished was Flock by Kate Stewart. I read that pretty much in a day. And that one is a romance following a girl who's coming back to her hometown after being gone for many years. She's coming away from breaking up with her fiance, and she is reflecting on her past relationships with 2 men, one named Sean, the other named Dominic. I'm pretty sure this is a polyamorous relationship, but I don't know for sure. I've only read book 1. Book 1 is polyamorous. I don't know about book 2 and 3. I do know that this series is supposed to break my heart, so I'm not sure if I'm ready for it, but I will read it. I am really excited to move on to Exodus and Finish Line. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But I will read them. I'm just a little terrified because Karina said that it broke her heart in the same way that Green Creek broke her heart, and that is just too much for my little heart to handle, so we'll see. And then I also started and finished Legend Born by Tracy Dion. Quite a lot of reading done in this week. I just didn't talk to you about it, but I did read this pretty much in like 2 days, a day. I really enjoyed my reread. It was so good. I'm very, very intrigued to pick up book 2. I remember reading book 1 and getting to that ending, and I was like, I need book 2, like, now. And now that I've reread it again, I'm like, I need book 2, like, now. So hopefully I can fit it onto my TBR for the month of June. May. So we'll see. I'm very excited to read book 2. I had so much fun with this one. This one follows Bree, who is at a accelerated high school college campus thing. It's UNC Chapel Hill, and she goes to a party one night and sees a demon, and she's not supposed to be able to see it, but the people that are tasked with taking these demons down, they're called Merlins, wipe her memory, but it doesn't stick, and it ends up bringing to the surface a memory about her mother's death that she thinks that these people are now a part of. And so she goes into the secret society, inspired by Arthur's Round Table, and tries to infiltrate it so she can figure out what happened to her mother. But at the same time, she's learning about all of her new magical powers that have been triggered by this experience. So I had so much fun with it. It's so good. There's also a lot of talk about racism and colonialism and how it's still effective in today's society, and I just loved it so much. It was so good. So cannot wait to read that one. I am in a rush. I'm trying to get out of the door relatively quickly. So the next book that I'm going to read, which is the first book on my April TBR, is Wild as the Witch by Rachel Griffin. I do have this one on Libby, and I don't want my hold to run out, so this is going to be my first focus for the day, or for the month. It's relatively short. It's just over 300 pages, so it shouldn't take me too long to read. Hopefully I really enjoy it, and then we'll see how the rest of the month goes. The next book I'm probably going to read is A Cruel and Fated Light by Ashley Shuttleworth, because I do have that one through Libby as well, and I only have 11 days left on it, and it's a chunky book. So I will let you know my thoughts on this one when I get home. I do have some plans with my sibling tonight, so we'll see how that goes, and I will catch up with you guys when I have something fun and exciting to say.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future.
Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to come on here and give you an update on my reading, and then I have 3 unboxings to do. So it's going to be a long clip, so strap yourselves in for a bumpy ride. That was weird. First, the reading update, Wild as the Witch by Rachel Griffin. I did finish this one. I started and finished it yesterday, and I loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was so well done. I didn't know if this was going to hold up for me the same way that The Nature of Witches did, and I really enjoyed it. I will say at the beginning, I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about the main character, the male main character, because he was starting to grind on my nerves a little bit, but then like a switch flipped and I was like, okay, I love them. And I had this anxious feeling the entire time because of the plot of the story. I will share it in just a second, and I just couldn't, like, I thought I couldn't catch my breath because I was like, the shoe's gonna drop and I don't want to know what the outcome is. So this basically follows a girl named Iris, and she is a witch. She has the ability to well, her main affinity is the ability to communicate with animals, not in a way like talking, but she is able to like sense their locations and understand their intentions and speak to them in a way for them to understand like how and why she's coming across the way that she is. So she works at a nonprofit that helps rescue animals, and her best friend is a wolf. She's a really cool main character, but she had some things in her past that really hinder her from being able to share who she truly is with the people around her. Witches are very much known and accepted in this world, but something happened to one of her friends that really affected her life in ways that she is still reeling from. And so she's working with this guy named Pike, who works at the nonprofit, and he is very much against witches, and she doesn't know why. And one day she ends up creating a curse for him, with the intention of putting it back into the ground and never doing anything with it. It's just her way of coping with anger, kind of like writing letters that are never gonna be sent. But she does this, and as she's creating the curse, a owl swoops down and steals the curse inside of itself and then goes on the run. And she ends up having to go into the woods, trekking through to find this owl to help to break the curse. However, that being said, she doesn't go alone. She goes with Pike, who she cursed in the first place, and they end up creating a relationship. But Pike doesn't know that she's a witch, and she is very afraid of telling him the truth, and you just follow them on their journey. And it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. I love some of the lines in here. It was so well done. It was so amazing. It was everything that I wanted from this book and more. It was so atmospheric, just like her first book, and I had such a good time with it. I'm so glad that I read it. It was on my 5-star prediction list, and it was indeed 5 stars. So super excited that I read that one. Now I have an Owlcrate unboxing, a Fairy Loot unboxing, and an Owlcrate unboxing. So let's get into it before this clip is 500 hours long. So Owlcrate is something that I get sent free for review, so thank you so much to Owlcrate for sending this over to me. If you are interested, I do get a 15% discount code. I will leave it in the description box below. If you are interested in signing up for Owlcrate, it only works on your first subscription box. It does not work on special edition boxes, like singular book special edition boxes, but if you're interested, it's there. This is for the month of March. The theme is Let's Rewrite History. That's what it looks like. Spoilers if you would like to pause and read it, but let's go ahead and get into the actual box. So we have this long box here. It's a souvenir glass tumbler. I got another glass tumbler recently and I haven't used it yet, but ooh, oh yes, yes. I've been wanting one of these because I want to drink coffee out of it, and this is perfect. I kind of want to cry because I've been like telling myself not to buy one of these because I don't need to spend the money, but I have wanted one for so long. So it's stunning. It's stunning. It says Antium Perpetuum. Oh my god, that's way too many words that are not in the right language. I don't know what it's inspired by, but it's gorgeous. I can't wait to use it. I'm so excited for that. Then we have socks. It says library socks. I don't think it's inspired by anything in particular, but they look like those little library sign-in sheets on the inside of the books, so that's cute. Then we have another book sleeve. This says, that's how you get... I don't know what that says, you guys. I'm really terrible at reading cursive, so I'm going to let you read it because I physically cannot. But it's inspired by... That was inspired by Deathless by Catherine M. Valenti, and this was inspired by Carrie Maniscalco's Kingdom of the Wicked. So I will let you read both of those because I physically cannot and will be here forever trying to figure it out. So we have what looks like a pin. I believe it's one of their next pins in their collection. This one is inspired by the Ballad of the Archer and the Fox. What is this inspired by? Oh, Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. That's what it says on the front, though. And it's one of those, like, book ones that open up. And the inside says, in case you forgot what the Prince of Hearts has done and you're tempted to trust him again. Ooh, interesting. I definitely want to read this series. I think this book series looks absolutely gorgeous, so hopefully I can get around to that one soon. And then finally, it looks like we have a ethereal pen. Let's see if I can get it out. This says, we're here to make magic with words. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to focus, but that's what it says. And it's like a, I don't know what this is. Is this a stylus? I think it's a stylus. Interesting. I'll have to figure out what the hell this is. I just touched the camera like it was going to do something to it. That was very smart of me. So we have the theme for next month, which is Relics and Ruins. And then it says every April box will include an exclusive collectible design by Ice Wreath. That's what it looks like there. We also have the information about the book itself, and then we have the book. It's Midnight Strikes. Cover stunning. Gold sprayed edges this time. Love that. Or I should say gilded edges. Ooh, it's like one of those beautiful buttery soft matte covers with no dust jacket. This is printed straight onto the book. It is absolutely stunning. It says, our fates are sealed whether we know it or not. Absolutely gorgeous. And the gold on there, stunning, friends. This is absolutely stunning. There's no synopsis on this though. So I will leave everything you need to know about this book down in the description box below via Goodreads if you guys want to go check it out. But the end papers are stunning. This book is just everything. Holy crap. Okay. And then the original cover, let's see. I don't know which one I like more. This is the original. This is the Owlcrate edition. I think this one's really gorgeous, but I love what they did with this one. And like seeing it in person does not do it justice on the picture. So love that. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's move on to the spoiler card. The Infernal Devices inspired souvenir glass tumbler. The socks are not inspired by anything. The book sleeve inspired by Kingdom of the Wicked and Deathless. The Eternal Pen inspired by Babel. This pen requires no sharpening. Oh, this pencil is a pencil. An ideal for passionate writers, annotators, and beyond. It's a pencil? What is this? Oh, it is a pencil. That's really cool. I have never seen anything like that. That's so cool. It will literally last forever. It's why it's called an eternal pencil. That's so freaking cool. Okay, and then the enamel pin inspired by the Ballad of Never After. All right, let's move on to Fairy Loot. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice this was in here from Owlcrate. Owlcrate Collective, be a social ambassador, earn rewards, exclusive gifts just by joining Owlcrate on social media, so that's cool. They have Owlcrate rewards. Join the program, earn points rewards to redeem discounts. Get 25 points for joining today. It looks like it is a new app powered by Owlcrate. I did hear about this. I didn't get to do anything with it when I first heard about it, but it is cool that they're offering it to you. If it'll focus, hello? Okay, there you go. So if you want to go check it out, there is the information there. Okay, let's do Fairy Loot. All right, nice big print this time, inspired. The theme this month is Eternal. Don't want to look too much into that, but it looks pretty. I don't know what this is, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. The Quirky Cup Collective. It's very soft. I don't know exactly what it's for, but it's beautiful. Oh, it's for tarot cards. Stop it. I've been like looking for a place to put my tarot cards. This is so cool. I love that. Okay, alrighty. What do we have here? The Bear and the Nightingale plate. Oh yeah, I forgot they were doing these plates as a collection. We've gotten a few already. This one's stunning though. Love that. So pretty. I don't know where to put it, but it's pretty. We have Wrath Metal Bookmark. I believe it's inspired by Carrie Maniscalco's book as well. Stunning. Is it gonna focus? There we go. Absolutely beautiful. I love a good metal bookmark. They just do something to my soul. We have the book. Ooh, the book is small this month. Usually they have much larger books. Makes me very curious to know what's going to be inside, but we do have a collection of stickers here. Again, don't know what they're inspired by, but they look pretty. We also have the tarot cards. We have the 3 of Stars and the 4 of Stars. We'll hold on to those so we can figure out what it's inspired by. And this is the book. Again, like I said, very small this month. I don't know what it is. The art print is bigger than the book. This is what the art print looks like. We have the Fairy Scoop. Oh, wow. 7 Faceless Saints by MK Lob. Look at those edges. Oh my goodness. Will it focus? Will it focus? Oh, it focused there for a second. But it's stunning. End paper's gorgeous. Beautiful embossing on the front and back there. And then, let's see, is it different on both sides? It is different on both sides. Stunning. Okay, let's see. It says, a brutal killer stalks Brazi, a city ruled by disciplines of the 7 faceless saints. A city where those with magic live in comfort, whilst the rest struggle to survive. A city caught in a 20-year war for attrition. A battlefront consumed by the generations of conscripts. Roz Lakatosa will do anything to tear down the corrupt system of Barizia and get justice for her father, who was murdered by the military, including infiltrating the Palazzo to spy for the rebellion whilst training as a discipline for the 7 patients. Oh, for the Saint Patients. Damien Venturi is the youngest captain in the history of Palazzo security, expected to be ruthless and strong and serve the saint with unquestioning devotion, but he's scarred by his experiences on the front line, striving to please his brutal and detached father, and the thing he fears most is facing Roz, who left him behind when he went to war. Who he left behind when he went to war. When a discipline is murdered, Roz and Damien must team up to hunt the killer, no matter the consequences. They must face their buried emotions and the love they once shared as they uncover corruption and conspiracies that will bring darkness and chaos to the streets of their home. Wow, that looks and sounds really, really good. Let's go over the spoiler card really quickly. The book plate is inspired by the Winter Night Trilogy by Catherine Arden. Not the book plate, but the actual bookish inspired plate. The stickers are not inspired by anything in particular. The bookmark is inspired by Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. And the TBR pouch, a tarot card pouch, is not inspired by anything either. However, the tarot cards for this month are inspired by One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. So that's awesome. Another fantastic box. And let's do the last one. I swear this clip is going to be so long. We have the theme this month. It's Live Like Legends. First thing I see in here is whatever the heck this is. Maybe a lunch pail? Let's see. Yes, it is a lunch pail. It's quite big too. It opens up quite nicely. I don't know what it's inspired by. Maybe, I don't know. Looks like something inspired maybe by Greek mythology. So I'm thinking maybe a Song of Achilles or something. Who knows? We have another Greek-inspired teapot collection. Mount Olympus and the Underworld teapot collection. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting this. It's an actual teapot. I thought it was just a tea and saucer cup thing. Oh my gosh, you guys. Focus! It's stunning. And then the little lid. Stop it right this second. I cannot. I'm going to die. This is the cutest thing I've ever fucking seen. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, what is this? I don't know, but it got tape on it. It got tape. Oh, it's probably another one of those ceramic books. The last one I got in this box was broken. So, let's see what this one is. Ooh, this one's orange. It says, Ancient Tales from the Land of the Gods. Greek Myths. A collection of Greek myths. Very pretty. Love that. Love that. Ooh, this book is stunning. We have some more stickers, Greek mythology stickers. I don't like the fact there's a spider on there. That hurts my soul. But that's everything in the box. Let's talk about the book. Oh my god, this book. This book is stunning. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. The book is called Lies We Sing to the Sea by Sarah Underwood. That is just, wow. Her life to appease a god, his life to save a kingdom, her lies to destroy them all. And then these edges are just stunning. Wow. Oh. Wow. Oh. Wow. Y'all. I'm dead. Gods feed on the terror of mortals. I'm not a huge Greek-inspired girly, but this sounds absolutely stunning. The end papers on this side are different. I'm dead, y'all. Okay, this says, death was only the start of her story. In the cursed kingdom of Ithaca, each summer brings the hanging of 12 maidens, a gift to the vengeful Poseidon. For 17 years, Leto has escaped the cursed mark until now, but death does not claim Leto. Instead, she wakes on a mysterious island greeted by the immortal Melantho. She tells Leto that Ithaca's sacrifices are legacies of the great Odysseus, payment for the lives of the Queen Penelope's 12 maids, cast into the ocean centuries ago. Leto has a chance to break the curse. She just has to kill the Prince of Ithaca. But Prince Matthias also seeks to free his kingdom from the curse. Torn by her growing love for both Melantho and Matthias, Leto must choose a path to follow. By breaking the curse, they will save thousands of lives, but they will fail. But if they fail, the tides of fate will drown them all. Wow. Honestly, that synopsis is not giving what I think it was supposed to be giving for me personally, because I'm not a big Greek girly, but I just cannot get over this book. It's stunning. Chef's kiss. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. The teapot is inspired by Greek mythology. It has both Mount Olympus as well as the underworld on it. The book pot, again, no specific inspiration. The stickers, no specific inspiration. The lunch pail, no specific inspiration. It's just inspired by the underworld. So yeah, that is everything in this box. That is this very, very, very long clip. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing section, and I will give you an update when I have more fun reading plans to give you. I don't know what I'm going to read next. It is now the 1st of April, and I have no idea what is on my plans for this month. I know I was supposed to read A Cruel and Fated Light because I have a few days left of the audiobook on that, but I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for that one just yet, so we'll see. I'll give you an update when I have one, and I'll talk to you. Hello friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you an update. I am extending this vlog into the first full week of April just because I feel like I didn't really get a lot of footage from this last week. It's a longer vlog, but it's mostly just unboxings. And I definitely just wanted to do some more reading. So this might be a little bit of a longer vlog, especially because I'm extending it a full week, but hopefully you'll still enjoy it. I am running late, which is why I'm talking to you in my car, but I figured if I don't talk to you now, I'm never going to update it, and then it'll just be a vlog that sits here and does nothing for however long until I realize I haven't actually filmed anything. So, long-winded to say, I'm extending this. Let's talk about the books that I'm reading. I don't know if I mentioned, but I did finish The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, and I really loved it. I think I did mention that in my last clip, so I won't go too much into it, but really glad that I finished that one. But as of the first few days of April, it is currently April 3rd. I just realized I forgot something really important at my house, which is not good. Anyways, what I was saying. It is currently April 3rd, and I haven't read a single thing so far for the month, other than The Nature of Witches, but I read that one technically in March. So, I'm starting the month off with A Cruel and Fated Light by Ashley Shuttleworth, the second book in the Dark and Hollow Star series. I am very excited to get started on that one. It is one that I'm very, very pumped for. I feel like this one is going to be really, really good. So, hopefully I like it. We shall see. I don't know if it's a duology or if there are more books coming in this series, but either way, I'll be catching up with the series at the least and finishing a series if it is a duology. So, that is the information that I have right now. I think that after I finish A Cruel and Fated Light, I'm going to listen to A Marvelous Light by Feyre Marsky. And, yeah, those are my only plans right now. I'm really in the mood for a romance, though, so I'm hoping I can stick one of my few romances that I have, either Make Me Hate You or Only One Forever, on my TBR relatively soon. So those are my updates. I will give you some type of updating once I read something, hopefully soon, and I'll check in with you guys then. Hello friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you a quick update. It is Monday evening. It's currently 6:10. I just came from picking up my son and getting home and getting him settled for his last nap of the day. But I wanted to give you an update on my reading. I am currently reading A Cruel and Fated Light by Ashley Shuttleworth. I'm on page 160. I've barely made a dent, it feels like. This is a 600-page book, and I'm feeling a overwhelmed by the length of this one. I've read more books bigger than this plenty of times before. I just read a 700-page book last month, so I don't know why this one is making me feel intimidated, but I think it's just because it's the first book I'm really starting with for this month, and so I'm feeling like it's going to slow me down, and there's a lot of books that I want to read that are not on my TBR this month, so I just want to make a dent in something that makes me feel like I'm getting something done. So I picked out my 2 short romances. I have a few more short romances, but these are the 2 that I'm being the most pulled to right now. We have a sports romance and a best friend's brother romance. I believe Only One Forever is shorter, so I might do this one, but it's just stunning. It's so gorgeous. It's a hockey romance. The edges on here are gilded. It's literally so beautiful, and it is, of course, signed by the author. So I'm very excited to give this one a go. I've never actually read the full synopsis, so I'm going to read that now. And it says, Dylan, my dreams came true when I was adopted at 10. I was the best on the ice, living the life of what every kid dreams of. We've been best friends since then, even when she was the annoying little sister that followed us around. I would do anything for her. It is another family vacation, except this time feels different. Everything feels different. Alex. All my memories have Dylan in them. For the first time I fell off my bike to the time I got heartbroken for the first time. He's always been my protector, but it's time to let the dream of being his go. One last family trip, one last goodbye, except fate steps in and has other plans. At the end of the day, you only get one forever. I really want to read this. It is only, let's see, it is only 248 pages. It is short, and it does have chapter headers. Love that. I love this book. It smells good. It has illustrations. Oh my gosh, I'm like really excited to read this one. This will be the only other book that I've read from my Mystic and Bell box, so I'm excited to give these ones a go. Hopefully I like this one. This one is Best Friend's Brother. Every sip of air is shallow and burning, because in the arms of my best friend's brother, I'm the closest I've been to sin. His eyes flicked my lips, and I remember the first time I tasted him 7 years ago before I left his town and vowed never to return. His hands gripped my waist, and I remember the pain when he rejected me, when my entire world crashed down at his command. His jaw clenches, and my senses come alive with one stinging reminder. I'm not his to kiss, and he's not mine. I tried to stay away from Tyler Wagner, tried to put an entire country between us. When a sister's wedding brings us back to the same town, to the same house, I can't avoid him no matter how hard I try. He's always been there, his dark eyes bewitching, luring me into their depths. The memories of us pull me under like a rip current, and when he flashes that smile, I lose my breath, along with my will, unable to escape his grip and find the surface. Now, hours before our plus ones arrive for the wedding, I'm in his arms, begging him to make me hate him, knowing he never could. If he kisses me right now, I'll drown, and I'll take him down with me. Oh my god, this sounds so good. And it also has like a microphone, so I'm wondering if this is also like a musician romance. I have no idea, but this one also has really pretty like chapter headers, but they're different. Let's see, I just saw another one and it was different. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Oh no, look. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm obsessed with these editions. They are so gorgeous. So, I have no idea which one I'm going to read. Okay, I'll give you an update once I know more, but I'm definitely going to read one of these 2 right now and see how much I can get through it. And hopefully I love it. I'm in the mood for romance, so I'm excited for these.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do.
Hello friends, I can't even remember the last time I updated you, but I do have quite an update for you, so I figured now would be the time to come sit down and tell you how things are going, and what I was able to read over the last couple of days. It hasn't really been busy, but my life has just been a mess, and I haven't been able to sit down and actually update you guys. So, I think the main book that I was reading the last time I talked to you was A Cruel and Fated Light by Ashley Shuttleworth. I am now on page 521, exactly 100 pages from the end. So yay for that. I think the last time I talked to you, I was feeling a little overwhelmed by this book because it was so large and in charge, and I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to finish anything else while reading this one. But I got the itch and the urge to read something a few days ago, and so I decided to read the 2 romances that I talked to you guys about in my last clip, and that is Make Me Hate You by Candy Steiner and Only One Forever by Natasha Madison. And I did read and finish both of these ones, so yay for that. I did read the synopsis, so I'm not going to go into full synopsis for these ones, but Only One Forever I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was good. The beginning was really rough for me because I wasn't sure if I was going to like this couple or these characters in the book as a whole, but once I got to the end, I realized I was attached to these characters quite a bit, and for something that is a only like 240-page book, that's a lot to do. That being said, this is an 8th book in a series. I didn't know that, but this book definitely feels like it doesn't stand on its own because you're supposed to already be introduced to these characters and know how their relationships tie into each other, and it's a big factor in this book, the familial relationships. So that's something that was taking me out of the story a little bit because I kept trying to figure out if the author had already explained who these people were, but the fact that the author didn't, because you were supposed to read 8 other books to get to this one, made it a little bit hard to understand the character dynamics. But I still enjoyed it by the end. It was rather well done. There is a child introduced to into the story at about I would say 30%, that really becomes a prevalent part of the story at about 70%, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. So definitely will be keeping this one. I'm glad because the first book that I read from the subscription box, I didn't like it and I unhauled it. So I'm glad to be keeping one, especially one as gorgeous as this. However, I will say that the cover is very misleading. This isn't really a hockey romance. There is hockey at the beginning and end of the book in the first and last chapter, and a small sprinkling of hockey in the middle because the main female character runs a hockey center where she trains young kids, but the actual like romance itself doesn't really center around hockey. So I find it weird that it's marketed as a sports romance. And then we have Make Me Hate You by Candy Steiner. This one was really good. I give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved this one. This one has a lot of angst, a lot of tension. It is a best friends to, I wouldn't say enemies, but they definitely don't have the best relationship to lovers. And I really enjoyed this one. It was very emotional. It was very well put together. It was very frustrating. I will go ahead and just tell you, if you are at all triggered or put off by cheating, there is a little bit of cheating in this book, but for someone that doesn't like cheating in books at all, I still really enjoy this one. And I just love Candy Steiner's writing. It's beautiful, it's well done. I'm excited to read more from this author. I want to read more from the other series that I started last year. The first one that I read was Blindside, and there's more books in that series. It's a basketball romance, I'm pretty sure, or is it football? I can't remember, but I want to read it regardless. So there's that. And then the only other romance that I started is Praise by Sarah Kate, and I am currently 176 pages into this one. I would say a little bit more, or maybe just at the halfway mark, and I'm loving this. I mean, loving it. I was almost willing to like throw my plans to finish this away so that I could read this one, but I need to read this one so I can move on to the rest of the books that are on my Libby app before they are taken away. So I was listening to this one at work, but I haven't listened to it like fully sitting down reading it, but I'm literally obsessed. I'm obsessed. These have beautiful like chapter headings. The chapters itself, like the title names for the chapters, are really funny. It's hot, it's sexy, it's everything that I wanted from this book and more. I'm so glad that I bought all 5 books because I will be binging this series. It's like literally so hard to put down. And this one follows what's her name? I don't even know. Charlie. Her name is Charlotte, but everyone calls her Charlie. And her ex-boyfriend is in a tizzy about their security deposit that they got back from their apartment, but it was sent over to her ex-boyfriend's father's house because he co-signed for the apartment. And so she is sent there to pick up the check. But when she gets there, the male main character, I forget what his name is too. I'm terrible with names. I feel like I should know these names better, but I don't. Emerson. She ends up at Emerson's house, and Emerson mistakenly thinks that she is his sub for the day. He runs a company called the Salacious Players Club, where they open up a place where people can explore their kinks, and he really likes a dom sub situation. and he mistakenly thinks that she is coming to be his sub for the day, and that's not the case. She's just coming to pick up the check, but from there they end up being in this entangled relationship where they have an undeniable connection to each other. He is trying to get a better relationship with his son, so he doesn't want to cross that boundary. However, he feels like he can't stop himself from doing so, and she ends up working for him as a secretary, and there is just some fun happenings going on. I'm telling you, it is so hot, it is so sexy, it is so wonderful. I'm obsessed. And there was a scene in here that had to do with a remote control vibrator. I was dead, literally dead. So those are the 4 books that I made progress on that are on my TBR. I also read some of Hellhound's Legion by Tate James. This what is that, the 6th? I don't know if it's the 6th or the 7th book in the series. It's a little novella that follows after the events of the series, and I want to finish up the series, so I was reading the little novella. It's only like 36 pages. It's really short, so, but I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and finish that one up. But yeah, those are my updates. I didn't really tell you how I'm feeling about A Cruel and Fated Light. I'm loving it. It's so good. I'm sad that this is not the end of the series because I wanted all the answers, but I'm also excited that I get to follow these characters a little bit more. That being said, this 2nd book just came out, so I'm afraid that I'm going to forget all the details of book 2 and then have to reread books 1 and 2 when the 3rd book comes out, but I'll do it if I have to because I really enjoy these characters. However, that being said, they are chunky books, so we shall see. Yeah, I'll give you an update when I have read some more, when I have anything else exciting to say. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. My brother's football game is tomorrow, so we'll go do that. We're doing a 24-hour readathon with some of my friends tomorrow. They planned it. I just got invited to be a guest host on some live shows, so I'm gonna try to join those as much as I can over the weekend. But we have plans to go to my uncle's house on Saturday, and then of course Sunday is Easter. So I will check in with you guys again when I have something exciting or book related to share with you.
We have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day.
Hello friends, I just wanted to come on here and close out this vlog. Admittedly, it's been quite a while since I filmed this video, but I still wanted to get it up, so I figured I would come on here and film an outro, talk about all the books that I read. Spoiler alert, it's kind of a lot. I was going back through the footage of this video, realizing I talked about a lot of books in this video, and since then I have read almost every single one that I talked about. So that's wild, insane, crazy. Wow. So let's go ahead and get into it because it's going to be a long outro clip. So the very first book that I finished was Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee, the last book in the Greenbone saga. I gave this one a 5 stars. I ended up really loving the series. It's very slow. It's very methodical. It's very plotted. I wouldn't say plot heavy, but it's very well plotted out. Like, there's a lot of time that goes by in these books that makes it feel like you really did live a whole life with these characters. And I really enjoyed it. It's very different from a lot of the adult fantasy that I have read so far, but I think that it was masterfully done. I enjoyed my experience. The books got better and better as the series continued, and I ended up really, really loving this. So the first one got 4 stars, the second one got 4.5, and this one got 5 stars. So really enjoyed this one. So glad that I finally finished up the series. Thank you to Karina for pushing me to get this one done. If it wasn't for her, I never would have picked it up anytime soon and or finished it. So love that for us. Then I read Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, the first book in the Legendborn series. I reread this one in anticipation to get to the second one. Hopefully I can read it in the month of May, but we'll see. I really loved my reread. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was a great time. It's so well written, and the nuances of this story are so well placed that it just feels effortless, and I really, really enjoyed that one. So I'm really excited for book 2. The cliffhanger got me just as hard the first time as it did the second time, and I'm scared that I'm scared that the next book is going to have a cliffhanger as well, with no news, I believe, about a third book. So then I also picked up and read The Wild as the Witch by Rachel Griffin, the sophomore novel by this author, and I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was so well done. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the sentiment of this story. I loved the pacing. I loved the characters. I really liked the magic system. I think all of it was really well written, and I'm so glad that I finally got around to reading her sophomore novel. It's been on my list of books to read for a very long time, as well as my 5-star prediction list, so ended up working out perfectly. I'm so glad that I read it, and hopefully I will enjoy the third book that this author is coming out with very, very soon. I'm going to quickly talk about the books I don't own really quick just to get them out of the way, but I did read and finish Flock by Kate Stewart. Gave that one a 5 out of 5 stars or 4.5, I can't remember. I think I gave it 4.5. That one was a reread for me as well. Really enjoyed that reread. Excited to move on to the second and third book in the series, hopefully soon. I'm intrigued enough to get my heart ripped out, so it'd be like that. Fun romance. It's a little bit interestingly written. It's very flowery writing, but I really enjoyed my experience with it the second time. The first time I really struggled getting through the first 50 pages. This time it was a breeze, and I had such a fun time with it. And then I also finished Hellhound's Legion by Tate James, the last and final book in the Kit Davenport series, the little novella. Liked this one a lot. I only gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is very rare for me when it comes to Tate James, but I think that the novella unfortunately left a lot to be desired, and a lot of questions unanswered. I think that it would have been better if she would have left the series on its own. However, that being said, I still love the characters. I still love their dynamic. I loved seeing them on the page together, and I had a lot of fun with the little novella. So I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up and read Cruel and Faded Light by Ashley Shuttleworth, the second book in the Hollow Star saga, and love this one. Gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The cliffhanger on this one is absolutely absurd, and the third book does not come out until the fall. So love that for me, but also hate that for me. This one is a fun, fast-paced, politically driven murder mystery fantasy with fairies and furies, and it's just an all-around good time. It is very queer and like openly wonderfully gay, and if you're looking for a fun, chunky queer YA fantasy, I highly recommend this one. 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I said that. I also picked up and read these two romances, Make Me Hate You by Candy Steiner and Only One Forever by Natasha Madison. I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The first part of the book was a little hard for me to get into because it is the 8th book in a series, and I didn't really understand the family dynamics of the story. That being said, by the end, I really enjoyed it. I liked the kind of familial trope that's in here. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I really enjoyed the exploration of that. That was really fun, and I ended up really enjoying the characters overall by the end. The only thing that really bothers me about this book is it's marketed, and as you can see on the front, talked about as it's a sports romance, and I don't really feel it was a true sports romance. So there's that. And then Make Me Hate You, best friend's brother romance, taboo, forbidden. There is a little bit of cheating in here. Really enjoyed this one. 5 out of 5 stars. I love Candy Steiner's writing. I think that she writes characters like top tier, and the evolution of their character arcs is always something that I love and enjoy reading from her. So 5 out of 5 stars for that. I promise we're almost done. During the 24-hour readathon that I didn't really talk too much about on the vlog, but I did participate in that. I read Eyes on Me and Praise by Kate Stewart. Sarah Kate. I don't know why I said Kate Stewart. Sarah Kate. This one is a praise kink. This one is a voyeurism kink. 5 out of 5 stars. Love them both. So hot, so sexy. Cannot wait to move on to the rest of the books in the series. I am infinitely glad with myself that I ended up purchasing the physical copies of these before they changed the covers, because I am literally obsessed with this series and I cannot wait to read the rest of the books. And then the only other book that I've started and not quite finished with is An Optimist's Guide to Heartbreak by Jennifer Hartman. I am currently on page 236. It is so far good, slow, kind of sad. Something happened right now that just kind of broke my heart, because we got revealed why this character is so put off of relationships and love, and it was a lot more heartbreaking than I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I'm pretty sure it's going to leave off on a cliffhanger, because there is a second book in the series, a direct duology. So I'm terrified that Jennifer Hartman's going to break my heart once again, but we shall see. So that's everything. A lot of books for this vlog. There wasn't a lot of b-roll, a lot of talking, a lot of what's it called? What am I looking for? Book unboxings, but hopefully you enjoyed it anyways. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Let me know if you read any of the books I talked about. I was going to hold them up, but some of them are on the floor. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Baby, turn it down.